Okay, back to what word on the streets. I think I need to get a hat that says word on the streets. If that's not nobody's shit. But like word on the streets is Chi Chip, not Chi, not Chip. But Chip and Bugzy Malone were beefing. You feel me? I don't know if they still beefing or they squashed the beef. But check out your Riz. He put me on. You feel me? He put me on to this. Put me on to more UK artists. Cause we're definitely trolling. You feel me? We're definitely trolling. We're trying to. But anyway, this is Blank T Studios behind the beef of Chip and Bugzy. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I'm sorry if I'm bashing his name. But anyway, let me shut up and you listen.
But I'm on this. You get me? I'm on this. Anyone that thinks they're on this and ready for me and you got some stats or, levels, leagues, come, I swear to God.
It's 2015, exactly 1 year after an artist named Tiny Temper stepped in the booth and fired some shots at Chip. But this time, it was Chip's turn, and he was taking no prisoners, and he needed to get some things off his chest. In steps a relatively unknown,
Chip
but very
look
hungry.
familiar. Hey, Chip look familiar. Like, not personally, but, Chip look familiar. Like, he was with these other artists rapping. I'm not sure if he was with Jid, shout out to you, or what is his name? Jid. It was like, I'm not sure if it was Skepta, shout out to you. I'm not sure if he was running around that part, but Chip looks familiar. I don't know if it was other actors reacting to him or what. You feel me? He looks familiar. Like I've seen him on YouTube or something.
To spark the biggest and best grime war, a war that brought attention back to the grime scene and create a star from up north. Let's take a look at the story of Chip v Bugzy Malone.
Was he in that cipher with was Chip in that cipher with, what's that dude name? I can't think of his name, but once it comes to me, I'll let you know. It's Big Sean.
Chip got stick from many for returning to grime, but 2015 would change people's opinions. Bugzy Malone released his debut mixtape Swagger Man in 2010 when Chip was signed to Sony. He was born and raised in Crumpsall, Manchester. He picked up the mic.
He was raised in Manchester. What did he say? Crump? Or like some crump? Or some, I don't know how to say it. It's probably some Graham or something. I don't know. Something young.
Being inspired by the classic Whiskey Rose DVD.
Red Bull flew.
Raised in Crumpsall, Manchester. He picked up the mic after being inspired by the classic Whiskey Rose DVD, alongside building a career in boxing. He was 3 tapes deep and had several notable freestyles. It was September 2014 when he would drop a Spitfire freestyle that would clear 1 million views on JDZ Media, which would get the attention of Charlie Sloth, who would then invite Bugzy to do a fire in the booth after frantically ringing around to get his number, which Bugzy thought was a prank call at the time. The timing was impeccable because when the date was set, there would be something that caught Bugzy's ear before he stepped in the booth and made history.
But I'm on this. You get me? I'm on this. Anyone that thinks they're on this and ready for me and you got some stats or, levels, leagues, come, I swear to God.
Man was hungry coming into this thing, you get what I'm saying? And I just knew that he kind of fucked up. I wouldn't have done it. Do you get what I'm saying? Me in his position, me in half of his position, wouldn't have acknowledged some up-and-coming rapper. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, anyway, he phoned me the next day saying, yo, listen, like we'll do this thing and we'll do a back and forth thing. We'll shine some light on your career.
So it was like they was battling? Even though they was beefing? Like, both of them trying to grind and get this, like, music stuff off the ground, you feel me? Yeah.
Well, yourself, I've been
Oh,
grinding
6
at this point for
years?
6 years. I don't need nobody to shine no light on me. So it was a case of, all right, cool. And it was quite a civilized conversation. He was like, yo, we can be doing festivals together, this, that, and the other. And I was like, yeah, that, bro, but I've kind of wrote my response.
March 14th, 2015, and Bugzy stands across from Charlie Sloth, ready to spit for his Fire in the Booth debut. The hungry MC from Manchester was ready to make history, and probably got much more than he bargained for.
Go tell Chipmunk not to be cheeky. Grime is a roting. My man's hopeless. Go make a pop tune. Your A's and B's. You went from Chip Diddy Chip to the streets. Oops a daisy, I'm not in your league. Well, I've been on the road playing hide and seek.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring that out. And then once I bring that out, then if you still want to be cool, then we'll be cool, innit?
Bugzy accepts Chip's offer.
Oh, he's not gonna be cool after that. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm sorry. He's not gonna be cool after that. You call him Chipmunk? Have you seen no Chipmunks?
And dropped some bars for him in the second half of his Fire in the Booth. This Fire in the Booth was the fastest to 1 million views and beyond. Then, 4 days later, Chip drops the pepper rhythm. Bearing in mind, Chip had several enemies in the firing line. Tiny Temper, DJ Cameo, Big Nasty, to name a few. He also struck back at Bugzy Malone.
I rang, man. You get me? Alright, boom. So you're saying to me, raw, man, like, why would you even acknowledge like someone like me? Like, I'm just coming up and you like, you've worked with Chris Brown and like you've done big shit. And I'm saying to you, what I said to you was, don't lie. Tell the people what I told you. I said to you, brother, I don't care how big, how small. If you go on big BBC Radio 1 and lash out disrespect for me, I'm not too on my high horse, brother. I'll disrespect you back.
That disrespect is real. Once you go on the radio and you say something about the other person and the other person listening to the radio, they definitely gonna respond. Cause you dissed them on national radio. The troll rolling. Let's begin. Sorry.
Said to you. So don't lie. Don't lie. Stop lying. Yes? No glasses. Look, it's me. I'm not a goon. You get me? I'm a blessed guy. I don't have no reason to lie.
Oh, this guy thinks he's bad because he went jail and he's got something to prove.
Going to jail don't make you a man. Going to jail don't make you a man. Make you a coward. I'm sorry.
You bad, you clapping means you got caught on a move.
Chip got responses from Big Nasty via an Uncle Pain episode, which was all fun and games. Also, bars from Devilman and Saskilla.
Nigga, you went from 0 to 100 real quick. You was with fucking Chris Brown and T.I. Now you're wearing a Lord of the Mike's boiler jacket with Jabba.
Man laughed at your... I'm sorry, he laughed at you, bro. Cause you got owned by T.I. and Chris Brown? The GOATs? And you laugh?
Was from the Up North MC, who came down to Tottenham to record the Relegation Rhythm, starring a cameo from none other than Big Nasty. Bugzy was picking up steam and ready to take this battle round for round. He was an unexpected opponent, but he was a worthy one.
Chipmunk's Fire in the Booth was boring.
He say chill stuff got in a booth and got boring. That's it, diabolical. That's it.
In the building, start snoring. It's meant to be grime. He's talking pop politics like any of that's important. I think Chip might have missed his
crazy.
calling. He could have been a teacher with all that talking.
Between this back and forth, there were other shots fired between different parties, which ignited a fire in the grime scene. With MCs like Devilman, Shiz, and the legend Skepta trading blows, which stemmed from loose lines in various tracks. Chip fired back with The End, a track where he didn't mention any names, but really didn't need to, as we knew where the shots were headed.
Pretty boy, couple pop tunes, but I can still pen up and pop it. Me verse one man, now that's crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6 man can't take me. Nobody phone me, everyone's snaky pie. Now I don't give a fuck.
Wait, hold on. You don't care if he what to you?
Long until Bugzy came back again with another on the 7th of April. He dropped the Revival with a catchy hook. The Snowman produced track saw Bugzy mirror the video Chip did with The End.
Not you, not you, not you. I put my sound on the radar. Not you, not you, not you. I'm the chipmunk with a
He a chipmunk regulator or what? Oh, whoa.
That's true. And I heard that you're in danger. Is that true? Is that true?
At this stage, both artists had projects dropping, with Chip and his Believe and Achieve episode 1 project in May, and Bugzy dropping Walk With Me in July. The hype that built around Grime, The Clash, and this new MC, Bugzy Malone, brought him mainstream attention, and Walk With Me became his first charting project in the UK album charts. Not only that, but a top 10 too, coming in at number 8. Bugzy was now becoming a star, and all his hard work was starting to pay off. The dust was beginning to settle until Bugzy was featured on a Tiny Temper track alongside Stormzy called Peak, in which Tiny took shots at Chip again. This was more visibility for Bugzy.
I mentioned Stormzy. I think I mentioned Stormzy. No, that was somebody else I mentioned, not Stormzy. I'm sorry.
And nothing came from Chip during this time. So was this the final blow? Or was Chip about to respond? It's the 11th of September 2015, and Chip, out of nowhere, drops Light Work. Not for 6 MCs, but just directed at one. And that one was none other than Bugzy Malone. Bugzy tweeted in response, and before you could blink, 3 days later, Chip drops the Run Out rhythm.
I took longer than me. Sonic boom, hold 2 in a week.
Telling Bugzy to hold 2 in a week, and solidified this statement.
Week is diabolical, Kurt.
With a Westwood freestyle, aptly titled the 2 in a Week freestyle. Then, on September the 18th, Chip drops the Hat Trick, along with his EP.
I just seen
Work,
that video on YouTube. I just seen that video. I didn't watch the video. I just seen the thumbnail of the video of Hat Tricks. I did just see that thumbnail. I just seen it.
The pepper rhythm and the track The End,
And
the
I
hat
seen
trick
Light
that
Work.
he just hit Bugzy Malone with. Each track was bars upon bars. Chip didn't let up and came back with 96 bars of revenge, produced by JME on the 9th of October 2015.
Say what I'm saying ain't true. Some of your best newcomers ain't new. Say if you're gonna nominate young and big.
You say so if you're gonna nominate young and big
But nominate Sneakbo too.
This time, he aimed at more than just Bugzy. He was back at Tiny, but also had something to say about the Mobile Award nominations, in which Bugzy picked up 2 nods. And a name drop would spark a new war on the side. For context, Chip hit back again at Tiny during this time, after Tiny dropped a line for Chip at a 1Extra event. But this got Bugzy's attention, and he dropped hashtag
Yeah, I just did that video.
the day after Chip dropped Coward.
I was on my way back from a big show, then I seen Light Work in a Facebook banner. Man, I'm trying to make EPs about me, but let me explain why that don't matter. People lie, numbers don't. People fade, numbers won't.
I just did that video. And I said that he said something about Facebook and the numbers don't lie. Make sure you go check out that video. I just did that video. Shout out to Young Riz for that video. Make sure you go check out him too.
Start talking like he's wrong.
On the 21st of October, speaking on the Mobile snub and how much Chip's efforts didn't get him any nominations. But not even 24 hours pass and Chip hit straight back with Dickhead, with the visuals shot.
I just seen that too. So gotta listen to it. Probably on my time, bro.
At the petrol station, something Chip is now very well known for.
About numbers sold, no, you ain't got a million sold. Struggling to pay rent, are you on crack?
He say a million, so are you on it? Oh, you on crack? Oh my god, bro.
Dickhead, I own my home.
And then just 20 minutes later, Bugzy dropped the zombie rhythm. The current video calls it a Chip reply, but at the time, the description was changed. There was a slight hint of defeat with bars that spoke about how many replies Chip may have. And he wasn't wrong, because Chip came back later on the same day with the Duppy rhythm. Chip don't hold back in this quick fire diss over roll deep
Wait,
when I'm hearing
did Chip? I'm probably mistaken somebody. I'm probably mistaking him for another artist. But didn't Chip have another song out back in 2020 or was it 2019? I'm probably mistaking him for another rapper, a UK rapper or whatever. But did he have a song out then? Or was I mistaking him for another person? Because, man, he looks so familiar. Like, I've heard his music before.
But it wasn't finished yet. Where was the last diss of the year coming from? And who was gonna win this epic clash? The next track came from none other than Chip, of course. He dropped the track #Alone on the 7th of November 2015 with the opening lines.
If you wanna come against I, that Lambo weren't yours, no. You're not KSI, I turn.
The Lambo is not yours, and you're talking about KSI. KSI is just not a rapper, he's a content creator. You feel me? If that's the KSI that's on social media platform, he's just not a rapper, he's a content creator. If that's the right KSI. Okay.
Into the devil, that's fine. God flow just in time. You wanted a mobile so bad, send your address, I'll send one of mine.
That was effectively the nail in the coffin flow, dissing Bugzy for missing out on the mobiles. Grime had definitely won in 2015, picking up crazy recognition in the mainstream. But how about these two heavyweights? Fans of both continue to go back and forth on who won. But when you look at it, they both took a W in their own way. Bugzy gained momentum. He might have missed at the mobiles this year, but along with his work rate,
what's the mobiles? I don't know. I've never been to the. Really, I've never been outside of the U.S. So I've never been outside of Texas. So I don't know what the mobile or whatever that is. I don't know. But make sure you go check out Blank T Studio. I believe the link in the description below.
And mainstream credibility. Bettering his chart success the following year in 2016 with his second EP, Facing Time, hitting the charts at number 6. Chip was back where he belonged, with a bang. He changed people's view after his problems with the mainstream, and proved that you can't say nothing to someone who was born from grime with an unbelievable work rate.
Man, this man got locked up, bro. So he had to come back and get it out the mud. You feel me? He had to come back and you know, this man, he had to, bro. Once you out there trying to make it, you gotta try to get it out the mud. You gotta try to get it some type of way. I'm not just saying you gotta get it work-wise, not the other way, but the work-wise. You feel me? You gotta put in your time. You gotta put in your it's gonna take time, patience, and everything just to get it out the mud. You feel me? To build it up. You feel me? And that's what they had to do. But even though they was dissing, and he's like, Bugzy got locked up or something. He got locked up, so facing time. Like, once you behind them 4 walls, and you gotta just sit there and probably do your time. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. I don't know.
And has a high quality output. It's 2017 and they both chart. And a photo at the Landlord Gigs Christmas party would surprise everyone. The two have
Wow,
made amends.
that's a good thing. They got truths. Yeah, in the same photo, they became truths. Uh,
It was funny that people felt away, but holding a grudge against someone you haven't met or holding on to a lyrical beef
yeah,
for 2 years is crazy work. So the link up was good to see. Flash forward to 2021 and they have collabed on 2 tracks together
that's what's
and
up.
continue to put in the work in their respective fields. Both with gold and silver plaques on their walls and solidified as legends. The war was needed at a time when things were chilling. Another wave of grime came along
Yeah.
and the rest is history. But Chip isn't known as the most deadliest MC for no reason. And
That's
this
what's
wasn't the last
up.
of the war.
2 people beefing and never met each other and can come together and work and make 2 banging albums. You feel me? That's nothing but pressure. You feel me? Because a lot of artists is out here beefing either over some BS. You feel me? Yeah, BS. And it don't make no sense. You either beefing over money or whatever, or women, or whatever. It's more stuff out here for a lot of people to get. Just get your ass up and do it. So sorry. Only thing you gotta do is just get your ass up and go do it. Sorry again. But it only takes time, patience, and dedication. You feel me? Time, patience, and dedication. So if you really want it, you will get up and go get it. You feel me? If you want it really bad, you will go up, you will get up and go get it. Or just turn on your phone or whatever and make a video and let it and keep working at it, and you will see your progress. Your progress, you will see your views, you will see whatever twin. And then if you really want the money, you would get you a 9 to 5. You would do what you gotta do, get you a 9 to 5 or whatever, and put what you got to in your business or whatever you got to put it in. You have to put in the work. It will not come to you. No, it will not come to you for free. Ain't nothing free in this world. If they say it's free, it's a catch to it. Literally. Alright, sorry.